Hey, this is Brian. Thanks for watching Kies. Today we have a more laid-back video for you. I'm joined with Ray and also Zach, who's over there working on bleeding his brakes in his Mini Cooper. You can see we have the Ferrari red F80 M3 apart. We had a bad servo motor, so we're replacing that. That is a gigantic pain in the butt. I hope that never happens to you. But in today's video, we're going to be focusing on Andrew's 700 horsepower F80 M3. Yes, this is the same Andrew who has the 1150 horsepower G20 M340i. He only knows how to drive monsters, but today we're going to make it look and sound amazing with an AMS carbon fiber intake. Now, one thing that I think is super cool about this intake, it has these little intake scoops, which are going to go behind the bumper, so I am going to be pulling it off for the job, that are going to route that fresh, cold air right to the intake. We're not gonna do a full DIY on this, kind of a more laid back day today, so let's start to throw this on. All right, let us know in the comments below. Do you like Zach's factory wheels? What are these? Are these 17s? Yep. These are 17s. Or do you like Zach's G20 wheels, which are 20s, that happen to fit the same lug pattern? They're a lot bigger, like a lot bigger. I don't know, but after looking at this just looks too small. I love the 20s. I think they look great. Be sure to stay tuned and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're doing a total overhaul on Zach's Mini. This is gonna be one of the coolest Minis on the internet. So if carbon isn't your thing, I will say MST has an amazing intake. I actually just went from a carbon intake from a different brand back to MST on my G80, which is pushing around 1,000 horsepower. So still great intakes if you don't want carbon. Check out the quality of this new kit. Look at that, machined aluminum. Look, this is what comes from the factory from BMW. This is what we're installing. It looks amazing. All right, so with this, like I said earlier, we do have to remove the bumper, so let's pull it off. All right, now technically speaking, you're supposed to pull out the headlights, which looks like I might have to, but I'm gonna try not to. So let's see if we can do it. I'm feeling pretty hopeful, Ray. What about you?
Yeah, pretty hopeful.
Pretty hopeful? All right, I was able to get it in there without removing the headlight. They're just a pain to realign, so I don't like to do that if I don't have to. I do have to do some trimming around here so that the other piece will fit, but so far it's going awesome. Yeah, baby. All right, so we were able to get the second side in as well. This side was a lot more difficult because there's an aftermarket cooler, and you can see there's a fill location on the top, and it's butting up against the carbon. Still sits fine, still will be okay, but this side was definitely more of a pain, but we still got it in without removing the headlight. All right, we'll swap over our mass airflow sensor. The cool thing is they put a cutout in it, so it only goes in one way. All right, then we'll swap over our mass airflow sensor. Here's what I didn't show you on the other side. This is kind of shaped like a triangle. You can see that is as well. So it's impossible to put it in the wrong way. All right, so as you can see, everything is fully installed and this thing looks amazing. I know I keep talking about it, but the magnets in this shield, it's such a simple thing, but makes it so cool. Makes it super easy to change this, or if you want more sound, you can just leave them off. So with that, let's reassemble the car and take it out and see how it sounds. The turbo whistle? This thing whistles. You can clearly hear the turbo whistle, especially with the windows down, and we still have the covers on too. Especially paired with this Akrapovic exhaust, this car sounds super good, and it's not overbearing in the front or the rear. Now, if you are looking for a little bit more sound, you could always pull the covers off, but I think aesthetically they look a little bit nicer when they're on. Oh, there's nothing like a good F80. This one has 700 horsepower, has pure turbo, CSF cooling, all the things you'd expect, some sticky tires in the back, and adding this intake just added a cherry on top. All right, so now that we've seen the intake and we've gotten a chance to drive around with it and hear it, I really, really like this one. One of the things that I really like about it that I feel like a lot of companies don't really care about, not many companies make a symmetrical one, where this one looks super symmetrical. A lot of times one is like up, one is down, it's a little funky, but especially if you're OCD, this is definitely the one for you. And again, you can take the covers off if you want. I think it looks better with them on, so I'm willing to sacrifice a little sound for a little more aesthetics, but overall, the intake was pretty easy to install. You do have to take the bumper off, a little bit of a pain, but really it's not that bad. We probably had the bumper off in, I don't know, 15 minutes or so it's not really super difficult. But anyway, once again, my name is Brian, that's Ray filming, and Zach's somewhere at the shop working on his Mini. Thanks for watching, Kies. If you're interested in one for your car, be sure to see the links down in the description and let us know in the comments, A, what wheels of Zach's you like better, and let us know what you think about this new intake. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.